Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to just show you a few English language arts resources that we use within our home that will help your child and will also help you as parent help your child. Let's dive on in. Nitty-Gritty grammar. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I have both of them, as you can see. My son uses this within our home education. He uses it for several things. Let me show you one way we used it. We had a quick lesson, 30-minute lesson on the different parts of a book. So then I actually utilized these two books as an example to include a textbook and a novel. Okay, and then we learned about glossaries, index, bibliographies, front cover, back cover, copyright, and things like that. So I said, let's see if you know how to utilize an index. Where is the index located in this book? He would look, he would go, he would say, oh, index is always in the back. I would say, how is this index ordered? Oh, it's ordered in alphabetical order. I say that because some indices are not ordered that way. Some can be ordered or organized by page number. So I would say, okay, I want to learn about, let's say, dashes. Please tell me where I can go to talk about dashes. He would go with the D, and then he would go to each one of these pages. He would read the information. That way he learned about how to use an index. He knew where it was located, knew this was organized in alphabetical order, and we talked about dashes because we were learning that at that particular moment. So we would go to the pages. So it says page 55, 57 through 58 as an example. So we would go there and I would have him read the information about dashes. Once he was done reading the information about dashes, he would have to teach it to me in 90 seconds, or I would give him, 3 minutes or less. Teach me about dashes. And then we would put that information within our language arts notebook. We do notebooking and lapbooking in our homeschool. So he would add that information if it wasn't already there, since it's a new lesson, within that resource, his notebook. And then if I would find anything online that was colorful and gave some additional explanations or information or examples, I would have that already ready. And then he would just get that printed out document, cut it out, and put it within his notebook as well. For this one, let's say, I want you, where can I find everything about what I will learn in this book? Where do I look to tell me all the chapters and the titles within this book? Oh, table of contents. Then he would go to the table of contents. And then you would say, there is no table of contents. Well, where else can you go to search for information? The index. Then he would go to the index. So although this is a grammar book, this is how I tie in other skills or other lessons I want to teach while teaching something else. Hopefully you get that. But let's look at this book and let's see how it's organized. They're both organized the same. So let's say we want to learn about hyphens. It would tell you about hyphens. It would give you examples of how to use them in different instances. Okay, let's go to another example. Mixed metaphors, mood, modifiers. So this grammar book, it is organized in alphabetical order. It's just a great resource for your kids to use. If you're teaching them a concept and they're not getting it, okay, go get this book, go get that resource. Let's look it up, read it, and tell me if you can understand it a little better. So I love using that for all things grammar for this. This here is a great resource for the teacher, you, the parent. I tried to have my son use this book to find information and answers, but I found that it spoke more to the adult, more to an older student. As of this video, my son is in the 5th grade, 10 years old. So again, it spoke more to the parent, the adult, or a kid who's older, middle school, upper level middle school, high school should be able to use this. So let me show you the table of contents. I'll show you all the goodness within this resource. And let me just flip through some pages and show you. If you're a visual learner, boom, you got it. Lots of great color. And the information that I found thus far is accurate. With this here, I did have my son read this part here because it was very easy to to understand. And then this sentence here, I actually wrote this sentence out on the board and had him classify the sentence, which is basically identifying all the parts of speech. Once he was done, I had him look at this and tell me if it was correct. So he had to do this as an assignment. This will take you from, elementary through high school, guys. This book, this resource here will help you, the parent, help your children all throughout their education, in my opinion. As you can see, that was spelling, communication skills, presentations. How do you lay out your presentations? How do you plan? How do you research? Genre. If you're writing to explain something, what does that look like? How do you do letters and emails? How do you read newspaper articles, different parts of newspaper articles? So this is great. A lot of this information you may not even teach your children because you may say, I don't have the time, but that's okay. If you're teaching anything, you can bring in these skills. For example, writing a speech. If you are doing something for social studies, for history, let's say you're talking about a person who happened to make a speech, a president, a significant figure, you can have them write a mini speech. And you can utilize this here to help them develop that speech, okay? And I saw one on presentation skills, on how to create a presentation. We do a lot of presentations on PowerPoint, and he would have to present them to me. So utilize something that you're learning already and have them do a presentation. Instead of having something written all the time, have them do it in a different way, okay? So that's that resource here. The next resource that I like, and this definitely speaks to the student, it says middle school, ACE middle school, basically everything middle school, but this can be utilized in elementary. We've started using this since 3rd grade, and it can be used all throughout high school, okay? So in my opinion, this takes many unit study approaches. So let's say you want your child to learn about something. You can tell them, okay, I want you to take this book, and I want you to go to Unit 1, which is grammar, and we're going to talk about phrases and clauses today. Read what it says about phrases and clauses. Let me go there. And then I want you to teach it to me. I love this because it looks like notebooking. It's colorful. The information is bold. It's there, easy to read and understand. So they would tell you everything they know about phrases and clauses, and then they would teach it to you in a mini 10-minute lesson. Okay? That way you're reinforcing what they're reading and what they're learning. And then based on what I find on Pinterest, or if some of this stuff was really good, within the book, I would, copy a portion of it, have them cut it and put it within their own notebooking page. But here is the table of contents. So you can also utilize this type of book for your grammar within your home and for your English language arts within your home. You don't necessarily need a full blown out curriculum. You can utilize this and expound upon it. Okay, let me show you a few other pages here. It also has knowledge and skill. Check your knowledge to ensure that you've mastered the skill and you understand it. You can use this as a quick review, quiz, or test for your student. Or exam for your student after they've learned the set of skills prior to the check your knowledge. Okay? Again, you don't need full blown out curriculum. Books like this have it for you. And I think I got this for like $10 at Costco. See, $10, almost $10 at Costco. You can find it on Amazon if you don't have a Costco near you. Chat with me in the comments. What do you use for language arts in terms of resources? Have you ever thought about using something like this to substitute a full-blown out curriculum? Have you ever thought about notebooking? Do you notebook or lapbook? The last thing I wanted to show you today is this. This is from Usborne. Totally forgot how much it cost, but this is, an illustrated book for your kiddos. Can be used from not kindergarten, but elementary through high school. And again, you can utilize stuff like this for your curriculum in grammar and English language arts, okay? You don't have to have a full-blown out curriculum. You can use stuff like this. You can use this as a spine or the foundation for what you want to teach your child, okay? I love this. Just have your child read it on their own. I also like to utilize vocabulary and Brain Pop. Vocabulary and Brain Pop. They're both paid subscriptions, but so worth it. I think Brain Pop is a bit expensive, but it is so worth it. It's all subjects. Brain Pop is all subjects, and it's just videos. And my child loves it. And vocabulary, we not only use it for our subjects, but we also utilize it for current events. Every Friday, they put out a 5-minute video on what's taking place in the news. So we use that for current events alongside CNN 10, which is also online, which is for children. They have a CNN 10 for elementary, and they have a CNN 10 version for middle and high school, which goes a little bit more in depth, and the content is a little bit more deeper in terms of the verbiage that they use. Okay. Hopefully you found this video of interest. If you have any questions for me, leave them in the comment box below. And as always, guys, you be blessed. Keep homeschooling on, even when things get tough. Make it a great day. Bye.